and devastation, end quote. In the West Bank, in the past 4 months alone, over 40,000 Palestine refugees have been yet again forcibly transferred through the destruction of 4 refugee camps by Israel, aided by armed gangs of Israeli settlers who operate alongside Israeli occupation forces. Palestinian West Bankers are literally being forcibly displaced every day. Mr. President, the writing is on the wall. With these brazen suggestions that the departure of Palestinians would be voluntary, Israel is not merely insulting the world's intelligence, it's just simply assuming the world has none. After killing or injuring close to 170,000 Palestinians, after turning Gaza into a moonscape of dust and rubble, with over 70,000 tons of bombs, amounting to more than what was dropped on Dresden, Hamburg, and London combined during World War II, after destroying or damaging over 92% of civilian housing, 88% of schools, 84% of health facilities, 95% of water and sanitation systems, and 92% of roads, use of this Orwellian language by Minister Katz must be seen for what it is: an open call to expel as many surviving Palestinians as possible. And as promised by Minister Katz, he's already announced the establishment of an Israeli directorate to oversee the whole thing. Mr. President, my point here is this: elimination of UNRWA is essential to the success of Israel's dreaded plans. Given the scope of UNRWA's capabilities in providing emergency relief, stability and resilience to the Palestinian population in ways that no other organization can operationally do, it is painfully obvious why Israel insists on eliminating the agency. Quite simply, UNRWA is the last hope that the Palestinian people, particularly in the Gaza Strip, have of surviving Israel's genocide against them. More broadly, Israel's long-term purpose behind destroying UNRWA rests in its complete denial of the existence of the Palestinian people, and in particular the status, rights, and claims of millions of Palestine refugees to return, to restitution, and to compensation. But you needn't take my word for it. The Prime Minister of Israel has openly admitted as much on multiple occasions, including, it must be stressed, years before 7 October 2023. For instance, on 11 June 2017, Prime Minister Netanyahu proclaimed, and I quote, "I regret that UNRWA, to a large degree by its very existence, perpetuates and does not solve the Palestinian refugee problem. Therefore, the time has come to disband UNRWA," end quote. Similarly, on 7 January 2018, Mr. Netanyahu said, quote, "UNRWA is an organization that perpetuates the Palestinian refugee problem. It also perpetuates the narrative of the right of return, as it were, in order to eliminate the state of Israel. Therefore, UNRWA needs to pass from the world," end quote. Of course, as members of the court will no doubt be aware, Palestine refugee rights are not legally contingent on UNRWA's existence. Nevertheless, according to Israel's strained logic, it is UNRWA, not Israel itself, that is to blame for the continued exile and deprivations of the Palestine refugees. To avoid having to answer for this, therefore, Israel simply wants to do away with the agency.